Hello everybody, this is Mark Blanton from the Real South Africa.
And I am Latasha Blanton, also with the Real South Africa.
And you guys are welcome to sunny South Africa. If this is your first time, this is your opportunity to come with Phil Scott with his channel.
And they will be here on March 16th through the 25th, 2022. The cost does include the flight, most meals, and your domestic flight in country from Johannesburg to Cape Town. The cost is $5,500 per person sharing and $6,150 for a person wanting a single room.
Now, at this point, you don't need any extra shots. Only thing you need to do is have a negative COVID test prior to you leaving. And then, of course, upon departure, we will get you another COVID test. And then that's it. So that's really all you need. And, of course, a passport.
So no shots, no vaccines, no nothing. Just get to South Africa. We'll see you here.
I want to bring an update to a story that we did cover actually on this channel, where they had this little black girl that was forced to eat food out of a garbage can. Now, who would ever do something like that? So security footage has been made public showing a black student being ordered by a white lunch monitor at a school in Lorain, Ohio, to eat food the girl had thrown in the trash can. Now, let's go ahead and roll that short clip.
Night out of Lorain after a student was told to eat food out of a garbage can. The school district released new video today from the cafeteria of Palm Elementary showing a 9-year-old student throwing away a package of food into a trash can. Immediately, a school staff member removed the food, wiped it off, and gave it back to the student. An investigation found the principal then told the student to eat the food. Both the staff member and principal were terminated from their positions last month.
That just doesn't make any sense at all. Let me tell our children something. Don't you ever in your life eat something out of a trash can that you're throwing in. I don't care who tell you. I don't care if it's a school administrator. I don't care if it's a principal. I don't care if it's a lunch lady. Say, you eat that crap. I'm not eating that. I'm not no freaking animal. If I throw something away, that's where it belongs, in the freaking trash. Don't ever let these people force you to do anything. Never. Now, they continue and they say, after asking for months to see the video of the incident, Palm Elementary School, the parents of the child, it said, who is also suing the school, which is great, says the footage confirms everything their daughter told them. Now, Lorain City School District released the surveillance footage of the act on Wednesday, January 19th. They said the school district blurred the students' faces out before it's released to the public. Now, the incident captured in a 34-minute full-length video release by the district happened in November 2021. Now, in the upper left-hand corner of the video, the camera shows a child throwing her finished lunch into the garbage can, telling the principal she did not like the waffles. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to like that. Now, an adult white woman wearing a t-shirt and blue jeans pulled the food out of the trash can, wiped it off the package of food, and told the female student to eat what had been thrown in the garbage. The video shows a 9-year-old fourth grader refusing to do what the adult aide asked, but eventually did it. Okay, so at one point, the aide sits next to the student to ensure she eats the food. You old sicko, sick devil. Now, Jared Klebanow, one of the attorneys, is representing the interests of the girl and her family, stated the video validates the student's recollection of events. He also said the family has asked for months to see the video, but did not see it until its public release. Now, upon seeing the video, the child reportedly was re-traumatized, reliving the feelings of embarrassment and humiliation that she felt at the moment at the school last fall. Now, the attorney spoke of actions in the video. What we see is a student finished with her lunch. Again, a student finished with her lunch, and she goes to throw the lunch away like hundreds and thousands of students across the country do every day. We see in the video this monitor said a named defendant go ahead and grab the waffle out of the garbage. And she appears to instruct the student to go get a paper towel, go back to her seat. And he added she placed the waffle at the table, and then for a matter of minutes is talking with her, instructing her, as we know from the victim's standpoint, that she needs to eat this waffle that was in the garbage. And the monitor goes as far as to sit right next to her, as it is alleged in a complaint, and intimidate her into doing so. I mean, like I said, this is why I'm not a fan of the public schools with our children. Y'all know I'm not a fan of it. Now, the lawyer also said the video confirms the testimony of the student. And he said, unfortunately, in our world and society today, had the video not been there, it might just been a child's word against the teachers and administrator, which is a tough spot to be in. It was also reported that the district discovered during the investigation that the girl was pressured to eat the food from the trash receptacle. Once home, she told her parents, and one of her parents came to the school and filed an official complaint. And the principal received the complaint, but reportedly did not follow the appropriate protocol. Now, since the district's investigation, it said both the principal and the cafeteria monitor have been fired. Still, the girl's family believes the termination of 2 adults is a quick fix, and they should have their day in court for the pain and suffering they've experienced. And they have expressed that they want everything to be done right so this won't happen again to another child. Now, Latasha Williams, the girl's mom, said that her child became very sick after eating the food, and she has since missed some time from work while staying home to nurse her daughter, and she lost her job. Now, I say it literally flipped my whole family upside down. Says she has changed at home. It says she doesn't act the same. She doesn't want to go to school. And I wouldn't want to go to school with those devils either. You know, why would you even do something like that? And I said, the family filed a lawsuit that seeks admission of wrongdoing, a collaborative effort to prevent such incidents in the future, and an undetermined amount of money, and they should get it, especially got it on tape. Now, the district superintendent, Jeff Graham, addressed the issues after investigation, saying any infringement upon the dignity and respect of our students will not be tolerated. Yada, yada, yada. You always say that crap every single time, and things keep happening. Have you noticed that? The school district offered no further statement about the incident or even the lawsuit itself. So one thing I say, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm not a fan of public school for our children whatsoever. I'm not a fan of it because look at the people running it. The people running it don't have a good track record with our children. They are physically abusive. They're mentally abusive as well. They undermine our children. They marginalize our children and doing slick things like this. Let me tell you something. You know what children get self-hate at? You know where they start picking that self-hate up and really looking at themselves as like, oh, what's wrong with me, when they go to them schools? Because when children stay away from that, when all that, they don't have those self-esteem issues and problems. Then the miseducation that happens in these schools. Then they purposely miseducating you now with this so-called critical race theory crap. We as black parents got to be in control of our kids' education. The public school system is no good for our children. They're not safe there at all. And that's what I love about the pandemic. More and more black parents have started to homeschool their children, and the parents are saying they love it because their kids aren't subjected to race soldiers. They aren't subjected to the racism. They just get able to do their work in peace, and that's a beautiful thing. If you don't have a black school in your area, homeschool your children. Your children do not need to be put in a position like this. This is horrible. But leave me a comment, let me think about the situation. You know, this particular story, I'm glad that they're definitely gonna win their case, and the principal and the school aide was fired. But yeah, they need to break that family off a pretty good amount of money.
Living in America as a black person, you recognize there is one set of laws for you and one set of laws for those, especially in the white community. In our book, Passive Aggressive Racism in the System of White Supremacy, I take you through times in my life when I first started noticing white supremacy. We teach you how to recognize it, identify it, and also counter it in our book. This book is a beginner's course for those that are just starting to wake up and open their eyes to see the system of white supremacy. As a black American person, you must understand this system because this system is life or death to you. How you handle it, how you deal with it, it can affect your mental health if you don't understand this system. Pick up our book, Passive Aggressive Racism and the System of White Supremacy, today on Amazon.